G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, and the no good, idiotic public freakouts here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you, you still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. This disabled person's come to go to the movies at this local mall, but there's only one ramp in this entire front end of the mall, which is something we'll get to a little bit later, but it turns out that someone has decided to park directly in front of the ramp so they can unload their car before going inside. After waiting for a little while, the disabled guy decided to finally speak up, and this happened.
This lady likes to park in the only handicap ramp to the movie theater to unload when you have all this goddamn parking lot, all this fucking parking lot, and parked in the only handicap ramp in front of a mall. Only can't park anywhere else. I guess their legs must be broken. Right. So is my wheelchair with the only handicap ramp to the movie theater. Only one. You want to look down the curb that way? You want to tell me a better spot?
All the way around.
Huh?
Looking all the way around.
Right.
Right.
But you have no consideration to anybody else.
You could go around, buddy.
To where?
Go around and then go up the ramp. There is room.
Go look in front of your Jeep. I want to see the room. Go ahead. Because I can see your big ass tire right there where the ramp is. Yeah, I'm a stupid asshole. You're the dumbass asshole that's in front of a handicap ramp.
Baby right here. Shut your mouth.
What's wrong with your legs?
What's wrong with yours?
Mine are broke.
I just find it insane, the fact that there is only this singular ramp in this mall. Like, that is just obscenely stupid, the fact that that's still the case. I get that most of these malls in America were built in like the 70s, 60s, maybe even older. Some of them are a little bit newer, so ramps weren't exactly a thing that people cared for. But hasn't anyone thought at any point that at least the front area, the area in front of the front area of the mall, entrance of the mall, that they wouldn't think to, I don't know, turn the sharp curb into more of a ramp gutter so that there's more than just a singular tiny ramp way up for anyone who needs it? Like, I just hate to imagine just if there was like a lot of people coming through that day, an extremely busy day, and disabled people have to all go towards this one flipping ramp if they're on their own. Because if they have someone else with them, they can potentially go up the curb with the help of someone else, but that's always an annoying thing to do. But this is just stupid. And then the audacity from these people to just like, oh, you can just go around our car. It's like he's literally told you, that's the only goddamn ramp in this place. Buddy, are you just that far up your own ass that you just have no care for anyone else? Seriously? Like, what type of human are you? Not of one I would ever want to meet in my life. You're terrible. Here we have a thing that I really don't know how to describe it.
Idiot! We are having an event. Idiot! We're having an event here. Idiot! Idiot! Get out of here!
Oh, his name's Kyle. Kyle, that's good. I'll look up Kyle later.
It's a pleasure to see everybody.
Talk about your
With a limited exception.
Get out of here!
This guy's gone from neighborhood council. We're getting this guy off the neighborhood council so f***ing fast.
I wouldn't be too surprised if the guy holding the two phones with the two different live streams is purely there just to stir shit. But this is such a wild reaction from someone wearing the literal local neighborhood council shirt. Like, buddy, you think you'd have some stability to deal with people like this? Because, like, Jesus, that's wild. Here we have a guy in his car confronting or getting confronted by the guy who has apparently been coined as the speed demon sheriff in this area. I don't know. I find it hard to side with people in this clip. Here's the clip.
Try to defend your poor actions.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that again, Kyle. What's your issue?
I'm good.
Oh, now you don't want to talk because you're on video now?
Yeah. You want to just set yourself up to make you're the
I
you're
do
the good guy.
I do the speed limit, 25 to 30, between 25 and 30.
Or you're going to hit an animal.
Have I ever hit an animal?
It's eventually
Let me ask you something, Kyle. When was the last time you saw someone have an accident on this road? Never. Okay, so I've been living here for 2 years. Have you seen me? Oh my God, your trash can, not your trash can. Have you ever seen me hit a person, an animal, or injure anyone on this road? Have you?
You got your child in your car.
Have you seen me hurt anyone?
No, I haven't.
That's
Did you
right.
put that on film?
Because I drive with my eyes open and I pay attention.
You're driving your eyes open and you just hit my trash can.
Oh my God, a fucking trash can? No fucking way.
Man, you are some piece of work, man.
Really? You think because you've lived here as long as you live, you own the place? You own the road? I've lived here for
There's
2
no
years
sidewalks on
and
this
I've never
neighborhood.
hit anything. I've never hit anything. You know what? Bumping into your trash can just now was probably the first thing I ever did, and that's because you're pissing me off. Anytime what?
Anytime you like have this discussion.
I'm having it with you right now.
Present,
Oh, bring them.
let's
Bring
it
them.
on.
What law am I breaking? Tell me, Kyle, what law am I breaking?
An asshole right now.
That's not against the law. No, it's not. You had to go to court to figure that out because you're f***ing stupid.
Yeah, like you tried to intimidate.
Listening to this whole conversation, I'm more liable to side for the guy in red here purely because of just how the guy behind the camera is acting. A, he's just like, I'm only going the speed limit, 25 to 30. I'm sorry, buddy. A speed limit is a solid number. It's either 25 or 30, not a range between the two. And whilst I'm not 100% sure about this, I would assume that even if there's no speed signs in residential areas in America, there is this one consistent speed limit that is consistent across the regional areas where that's the residential speed limit. For example, here in Australia, if there's no sign posted and you're in a residential area, the max speed limit's 50 k's per hour. You shouldn't go any faster than that, even if there's no sign telling you that, oh, that's actually the speed limit. That's just the expected thing here. And secondly, the fact that you've hit the guy's bin because of your speeding, it just says a lot about you, and the fact that you don't care and you don't think you're breaking any law. Buddy, at best, that's destruction of property. Clearly, the lid's broken off of that bin. Whether it was like that before or not's the other question. But he can use that against you and get you in shit for it because you've deliberately ran over his bins whilst you're driving. Like, are you trying to be an entitled prick? Just go the speed limit, be safe, and don't be an idiot. It's really not that hard. Come on. This guy got rear-ended, which then led to him crashing into another car. And so the people in the car in front of got out to go off at whom? The person who got rear-ended who rear-ended them.
Come on. You can't just hit someone's car and keep driving.
Man, somebody rear-ended me and I couldn't stop.
You had multiple times.
I was hitting my brakes.
You hit another car. You just hit my car.
I couldn't
you
stop.
hit 4 cars.
Listen to me. Somebody rear-ended me. I couldn't stop. I was hitting my brake and I wouldn't stop.
How are you going this You stopped over there and you moved on.
Would you listen to me?
slowed down plenty of times.
I was hitting my brake. My car
I
wouldn't
was
stop.
hitting the horn and everything.
Yes, blame the person who had no control of the situation because they themselves were rear-ended, which caused this. I don't know, you're too stupid, or is the person who did the initial rear-ending someone you know and you consider a friend and you'd rather blame someone else than the person who actually, I don't know, caused this entire mess? Here I've got another loaded clip for you, and by loaded I mean everything this time around. There's a lot of different references to what I would be calling this clip loaded for. First off, you can see the loaded wall of text. If you want to read the entire thing and have the details, you can pause the video now and read the thing, but just for a gist of things, the person with the paperwork, she is a social worker and also a Karen. She's a social worker that takes kids away from other people. Basically what happened before this is that her daughter worked at this ice cream shop. At some point, she sent over a bunch of disrespectful messages to the owner of this ice cream shop, the person behind the camera, and long story short, basically thought that maybe she's not fit for this position anymore. Anyhow, the social worker, the Karen, has come in to harass the store over firing her daughter. Here's the clip.
Okay. I got a picture of it and I'll send it to the work study teacher.
No, you need to sign it right here. She needs it to be signed.
I'll get it to the work study teacher.
No, it needs to be signed.
Once it's reviewed by Mr. Warren, it'll be signed.
It needs to be signed. You've always signed them. There's
Once
no
I
difference
can
today.
review it,
There's
I'll
no
sign
difference
it.
today. It needs to be signed like you always have. Nothing should change.
I'll get it signed into the teacher.
It needs to be signed, an original wet signature. Is that
Okay.
something that you can't understand?
We're gonna get it.
No, it needs to be signed. I don't think you understand. Wet signature, piece of paper. All it takes is your signature on a pen, with a pen.
Okay, we'll get it signed into the teacher and review. We will. We always do, and we will.
I don't trust you. When you can't even face my daughter and fire her
talking
in
to her right
person.
now.
You couldn't even face her. You didn't have balls to face her and tell her you were firing her because you were chicken shit. Couldn't admit that you were wrong and that you wanted to be a passive aggressive bitch and you wanted to bully an 18-year-old sweet girl.
She's very sweet.
Yes. But you didn't have balls to admit that you were wrong.
She's
That you asked her
very
about
sweet.
Wednesday, scheduled her for Tuesday, when Tuesday was never a discussion because she's never been able to work on Tuesdays.
She's very sweet.
You assumed that you could just schedule her whenever because she was on spring break.
No.
I hope you guys realize what a passive-aggressive bitch you're dealing with because she used to talk shit about you, Holly, all the time. How crappy you were, how you couldn't do the ice cream. But then the minute she's mad at Kaylani, she wants to praise you. Just let you know. I hope you feel good about yourself. Bullying
Never have
an
done that.
18-year-old, sweet 18-year-old girl.
Never have
I hope
done
you feel
that.
good about it.
Never
Karma's
have done that.
a bitch.
Never have done
Karma's a
that.
bitch.
Never have
I
done
hope those
that.
heart palpitations go well for you because karma's a bitch. Let's go, Kaylani.
You know, what's described in that wall of text and the footage we got here is a very different story. It's still the person in front of the camera, the lady going off about her daughter being fired, definitely still is a bit of an ass hat to a very heavy degree, especially considering it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, Holly, she's talking shit about you. She's just talking shit about you. She's only praising you now because she fired my daughter. She's that much of a passive-aggressive bitch. It's like, really? Is that really how you want to go down with this type of thing? That's not what you do. Especially if that's just a straight up lie. Like, if you've got no way to prove that being a thing whatsoever, why would you do this type of thing? That is ridiculously stupid to any degree. Seriously. That was just nonsensically crazy. This next clip, we've got a Karen who's very unhappy that the land near them is being developed upon.
That's good. I'm working really hard to clear this yard.
Awesome. I want to see your plans. I want to see your plans. I don't care. You can tape me all you want. Good. Show me your plans because otherwise I will call the police as well.
Call them.
You do have to show plans.
I don't have to show you.
You have to show me
I do
plans.
not.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Because I'm mowing?
Because you're not mowing.
I'm not?
You're clearing. Okay? You're dropping
See
things.
me cutting any big trees?
I do. I
Wait till he
do.
mows this whole section and you can see everything.
You're a real winner.
You are.
You
Get back
are.
on your own
I
property.
will not. I want to have a conversation with you.
I don't
want you to call the
why do I have-
property owner.
I don't even live here.
Okay, well then I will go find out who does live here because as far as I'm concerned, you are, until you
On
can
what?
prove that you are where you're supposed to be
I can
by
do
way of
whatever I
a
want
marker,
on his property.
by the way of a marker, because you are my property, I know I have rights.
Okay, I'll be
For how
down
much
there.
you can clear,
I'll
I
mow.
know I have rights.
I'm going to clear all the way to the wall.
I know I have rights.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's good. Well,
and I
you're
want you
wrong.
to show me
I don't have to
where
show you nothing.
Are, yes, you do. You have to mark this, pal. Pal, you have to mark
You're a
this.
beauty. Are you from the city?
You are a beauty.
Are you from the city?
Are you from the city?
No, I grew up here.
Excellent. Good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
I want you to show me where you have
I don't have to show you
authority.
nothing.
Yes, you do.
I know the wall is the property line.
Pal, you got to show
I'm
that.
not
Oh,
your pal.
good. Awesome. Is this the police?
How am I infringing upon anything?
Because you're clearing everything.
I don't need a permit for that.
Who cleared all that?
Yeah.
To your stone
Did you
wall.
hear me? I live here. You don't. There is no house.
He's gonna
here,
live here.
Okay.
There's gonna be a house here, a big one.
Ooh, I'm so scared. Why are you trying to threaten me? Why are you trying to threaten me?
There's no threatening.
Yes, you are.
There's
Yes,
no
you
threatening.
are. You don't
No, no.
scare me. Okay. I have a right to know what's happening on my
We're
edge
cutting
property.
trees
Okay, how far are you going?
right to the stone wall.
Right to the stone
Yeah.
wall?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we can, see everything.
Yep.
Karma will get you, big guy.
Oh, no.
Don't you worry.
I know. You threatening me?
What? No, I'm not threatening you. I'm simply making a statement.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
Yeah.
Or bug somebody else.
I'm not bugging anybody.
Wait till they build the houses down.
That's okay, because I have 16 acres too. I'll put my big houses right up next to your big houses. And
I don't
we'll
care.
all
I don't live here.
We'll have a barbecue.
I'm just
That's
gonna
my
cut all these
point,
trees.
Al. That's my point. You don't live here, so that's why you don't care. I do live here, and I've been working my ass off.
Bye.
Whilst I don't know much about the legality of doing any form of land clearing in most of America, I think there's one simple thing here. You don't go over to the people doing it and go off at them. You kind of should either call up your local council or local people in government that can actually potentially do something about this and not just harass the people who are working. I don't know about you, but that seems to be very highly unproductive in what you're trying to do here. Here we have a couple of upset neighbors because of some late night car noises.
I'm calling the cops next time that happens. I have 2 kids. It takes me 2 hours to get them to sleep. I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
That was not me. I don't know why you're
I
mad.
know. Don't look at us.
I have no idea.
We are in our night. Whoever it was, that was
Me
your
too.
friend.
I'm sleeping. I got scared too.
You were?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
in my
I
room
can tell.
sleeping.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sleeping. Neither are my kids.
Yeah.
So okay,
stop
bro.
it.
I don't get why you're so
I'm
mad.
calling the cops next
Why
time.
do you have kids?
2 hours to
you
put
don't
my
know
kids
that.
to sleep.
Do you have
I
kids?
have 2 hours to put my kids to sleep. That shit is not gonna fly.
What?
Okay?
That wasn't me. Why are you mad?
I'm just telling you. That's
It's
never
not gonna
happened
fly.
on this street.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with you. I don't know why you're yelling at me right now.
Because our kids sleep
I
next
have
door.
2 children that are infants who have to go to school in the morning. It takes me 2 hours to put them to bed.
Yeah.
Okay? So that shit is not gonna fly with me. Okay? I'm gonna call the cops next time.
On who?
On you.
On you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
I don't care who it was.
So
You
why
keep
call
that
cops
word.
on me then?
Okay, then call it. I'm gonna call it on your friend. I don't care. I'm calling the cops.
A thing to note is that in the comments of the original TikTok, this guy fully admits that yes, it was him who was making the noise. It was definitely him, which just leads to a few different things I have here. First off, infants go to school? Is that a slip of the tongue, or is it just like a misrepresentation of what's actually happening? Like, yeah, you might be taking your kids to a kindergarten or daycare or something along those lines, but describing it as school is funny, to say the least, but I'm not going to look too much into that one, to be completely honest. And yeah, if you're purposely revving your car that you know is loud in the middle of the night, then yeah, this is deserved. Definitely, your buddy. If you got a loud car and you're revving it purposely at night, like, buddy, I don't know what else to tell you. If you're getting home and your car's just naturally noisy, yeah, I can't really get too upset from you. That's just life. Like, there is like someone who drives a Nissan Z around here, and sometimes when that's getting home late at night, you can hear it just purring around. It's beautiful, but at the same time noisy. But that is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Now, if that guy was purposely revving it, then that'd be another question. But he's not. He's getting home. Firstly, we've got an angry Karen neighbor complaining about cars.
Can she calm down? I just called the police. And
can you stop harassing us, please?
I'm not harassing you.
Like,
you want to see what the side of my
crazy
car looks
person?
like? Because you park your car here and you're not supposed to.
Dude, she just came from work. She's unloading and she's leaving. She
No,
doesn't
that
park
car
here.
was here this morning when I
It
left.
was not. She had to
There
work
was no
from
parking. You know how bad the parking is here.
That's why we're supposed to park in the street.
There
isn't
is
any
no
parking.
parking. In the
Well, then
street.
you walk down a ways and park, and don't
Wait,
be
there
so
wasn't
lazy.
even there because they closed
You know
it.
what? You know
It's
what?
not laziness.
I should have somebody just ring your car, just scrape the whole side of it.
You know, I feel like you're harassing us right now.
Don't
And the way
be
you're knocking on my
surprised.
door, I don't really appreciate that.
I don't give a shit what you
Well,
appreciate.
you need to give a shit. Because,
No, I don't. The homeowners has sent you notices over and over and over again.
You have something
I have
personal
pictures.
against us because the whole neighborhood parks their car, and I have pictures of
That is not true.
of your car in front of your house. Do you want me to show
Yeah,
it to
for
you?
10 minutes, 15
No,
minutes.
it was there overnight.
Well, you know what? It's going to be here overnight.
I don't care.
It's
That's
going to
your
be
house.
here.
I
And
don't
I've
care.
called the
You
police.
never-
They're coming out.
I never come to you and harass you, but it's always you that have problem.
No.
You have something.
Everybody else in this neighborhood.
Okay,
has
everybody
called.
else parks.
No, they don't.
Parks,
Nobody else parks
yeah,
their
she
car.
parks her car in front of her house.
For about 15 minutes.
No, she does that at nighttime.
Well, you better move it.
And you did it overnight.
We'll wait till the
Move
cops
it.
come here and then I'll move it.
Move it.
You know what?
Move
Don't come
the
knocking on my door
fucking car.
anymore.
What's the truck?
I don't know enough about the entire situation here to really make any comments to this one. There's no painstakingly person in the wrong here. Yes, it's definitely a bit of a weird action to go knock on the door and then start screaming at your neighbors on a very consistent basis, and they complain about, oh yeah, if you don't move it, I'm going to get someone over here to do a big massive scrape along your car. It's like, why would you do stuff like that? I get you may be angry and upset that they're parking in a way that's annoying you, but at the same time, is that really worth the response you're giving? So here we have a racist, cranky old lady going over to her neighbor's house because apparently she's paranoid that this person's dog's going to attack her dog. Even though that hasn't happened yet, she decides to confront the owner of that dog for some weird reason. Here's the clip.
We were raised around black people. And most of them were very nice.
I got everything
You know
on
what?
camera. So you can leave, please. You can get off my property. My dog has never messed with your
You
dog.
ever do anything with me again, I'll call the police.
Call the police. Everything's on camera. I'll be happy to show them. I
don't want to see that dog outside.
Well, he's going to be outside because I have a right to have him just like every other person in here. He ain't done nothing to you. He ain't done nothing to your dog.
Why are you so nasty?
I'm nasty by explaining to you that my dog hasn't done anything wrong. You came over here to my house on my property.
But the dog came to my
Ma'am,
property.
Look, I've been nice to you. I've helped you and your family. I've always talked to you.
You've
But-
never
but-
helped
yes,
me
I
and my
have.
family. You've never done a goddamn thing.
You coming over here to
All
tell me-
you've done is been negative.
No, I haven't. I'm going to ask you to please leave my property. I don't know if you're just having a bad day or whatever, but today ain't the
I'm
day.
not having a bad day, but
Yes,
you know
you are.
what? You're a black person in a white neighborhood, and you're acting like one. Why don't you act like a white person in a white neighborhood?
Keep it up. It's all on camera.
I don't give a what it is
All
on
right,
camera.
well, you can go back over to your house, and you can have a nice day. That's what you can do. And I'm going to keep walking my dog around this neighborhood.
Man, I just love that quote. You're a black guy in a white neighborhood and you're acting like a black guy. It's like, what is that supposed to mean? Oh no, I am acting me as a person. What the fuck? You're acting like a black guy in a white neighborhood because you're a black guy. It's like, what even is that supposed to be? What, you're trying to place some form of racist stereotype like, oh, he's a criminal, he's an asshole, something along those lines? Like, what is exactly your point you're trying to get at here? Oh no, he's a black guy in the neighborhood that is apparently filled to the brim with white people. Hui. That's not racist, or that's not a racist remark whatsoever. Well, I wouldn't have even known that. Oh, wait, hold on a moment. It is. It's just one of those things where it's just, some people's racism is just, on the level of just sheer stupidity. It doesn't even make sense why they're out like that anymore. It's just pure hatred and trying to see blood in the waters when there isn't any, and it just doesn't work. It's really stupid. And this guy just stood his ground and said, yeah, you can send the cops over. I've got a camera here that I can give them the footage. It's all fine. You do you. Like, it's clear that he's dealt with this a lot from this neighborhood, and he just understands, like, you just gotta not give a fuck and just not say much else other than that, you know? Here we have a clip where they've lost it all in Vegas and have come over to this store here to steal a bunch of sandwiches and gets caught red-handed. Here we go.
Okay, you guys are doing too much.
Well, you should have been
Let me
in the first place.
Let me go.
No, give us our stuff back.
Okay, I will grab your stuff, but you don't have to touch me like that.
You should
just let me go.
Just let your stuff go. Drop
Okay,
it.
let my
Drop
purse
it.
go, and I will let it go. Like, excuse me, you can't block me in the store. Here.
Put all the stuff back. You copy that? No, there's more there. I see it. I see it.
This is not your
Yeah.
stuff. You can't pepper spray me.
Put your stuff out.
What do you mean?
Put your stuff out.
There's nothing else that your guys, like, your little sandwich there. Excuse me. There.
Thought you were stealing.
You got your thing.
Thought you were stealing.
You got your thing.
Thought you were stealing.
I mean, the initial part of the introduction saying she lost it all in Vegas is a joke. We don't know if that happened. Probably not. She's just here stealing sandwiches, which, going off of what I remember the last time I had a deep dive into the law surrounding shoplifting and shenanigans along these lines on what people who work at the store can do in response. In theory, she could if she got harmed in any way with that back and forth when they were trying to pull her bag away from her, she in theory could sue them because they're not meant to do that. They can, if they have a good belief that you stole something, managers and people of similar positions are allowed to block you from leaving. They can't put their hands on you, but they can stop you from leaving until a proper officer of the law comes in, which is funky. Obviously, that didn't end up happening in the situation because she relented and just threw all the sandwiches that she was trying to steal onto the ground, but I digress.
Here we have a Karen neighbor who is very interesting in their choice of doing things in this world, and this is a situation that has been building up over the past X amount of time. We're not really given a clear time frame, but it's a long enough time frame. It's happened over multiple weeks, yada yada yada, where the neighbors Karens just had continuous issues with the kids of the person behind the camera here. Watch the clip.
No, sorry, but I'm gonna have to because I have everything on record.
You can call the cops if you want, but before you call the cops,
and you know what? You don't talk. No, you don't. No, Sharon, you should know better than to whatever your name is. You don't. She's saying that she's gonna press charges on my 8-year-old son. I apologize to you. I said I'm sorry, and I'll say it again. And the only thing I said to you was, if you have an issue with my son, come and address me.
Okay.
You're weird. Look at who's yelling and all that.
You've been talking to me for 20 minutes and I've had it. Congratulations. I snapped. I'm pissed. I'm the
Yeah, you snapped.
Call me a Karen. Whatever you want.
You are.
Congratulations. You don't shut up.
And you said, I just want to have this on record. If anything happens to my son, because I try to speak to you, you said you're going to call my son, even though I apologize to you, even though I don't know if that happened.
Your son.
I have you on record saying it. Whatever your name is, whatever your job is, you said what you said.
Your son.
You said what you said.
Okay.
That's fine. We're going to call the cops.
Our children.
I said I apologize. And the only thing I said to your wife, or I don't know who this is if there's an issue, please come and address me. That's the only thing I said to you. Because no, you didn't come. No. You came and started with the whole attitude, and you started telling me that I had an attitude with her. I just said that shit is weird. That's the only thing I said. You addressing a child? Listen, you fighting with a kid? You fighting with the little kid? You fighting with the little kid when I'm cleaning my house? And my son comes at me and telling me that you told him not to put a feet on your property?
I never said that.
That's what my son said.
I have a camera
That's fine. I want to see your record, and we're gonna have the cops see that recording. So that better be working.
Even if
better be working.
Are you gonna waste the cops' time? Even if I
You told me because she told me that she's gonna record me. No.
Olivia, I want you to go.
If she genuinely threatened to call the cops to press charges on an 8-year-old, I think it's just deranged. Like, I wouldn't be willing to have too much more of a conversation post that. I would just be like, okay, if that's what you think you should do, you are clearly deranged, out of your mind, have no idea what you're doing. Like, that is some insane behavior to me, if I'm completely honest, but I suppose that is just normal in this day and age. Oh, you inconvenienced me, or your child did something a child does and inconvenienced me, or did a little bit of damage to something on my property. I'm gonna call the cops on the kid. It's like, yeah, the cops would highly appreciate that one. Here we got some crazy happenings out of Wingstop.
What? I am, trust that. And I'm gonna call on every last one of you unprofessional. Can't wait to get in my car. What? Make me. You doing all that talking shit, bring your ass from back there here. Shit, talking shit. Shut up, bitch.
I would pick up for Emily.
Been unprofessional all day long up in this. Ordering your food at a certain time. It's got like 10 of y'all back here and y'all still can't get it right.
It's always fun when it's just like some random person off to the side who watches all this. They just record it, they don't get involved, they just watch the stupidity happen and watch the stupidity leave, and that is it. Nothing more to the story there. In this next, we've got an angry Karen who parks in front of someone's bike with a big ass SUV. Not her.
There's reserved parking spots. No, you don't.
Hey, can you help me?
Oh my God, she's crazy.
We have parking spots here, so.
Okay, well I'll gladly take up 2 from now on.
Somewhere else.
I don't need to. I have it registered
all
here.
The way over there.
Go
I don't
away.
need to.
Please go. It's the cops,
There's the
right
cops
here.
right here.
The cop telling her if she parks in front of my bike again, I can have it towed, and if she touches my car again, she was going to be arrested. She stomped off like a child.
Oh, sure, she stomped off like a child, eh? Did she casually cause an earthquake or two? I'm sorry. Hey, I'm slightly overweight, I can make these type of jokes. Do you want proof? I'm not giving it to you. This is funny anyway. She's like, she just wanted to be a massive nuisance, park in front of someone's bike for some dumb reason, and then when she gets told off for doing it, she's like, she just loses her mind over it. It'd be funny as hell.